Hello, beautiful people. I am so sorry for my appearance. Not really, because I really don't care. You can look at me or you can listen to what I'm saying. How about that? I don't get on here that often anymore because the news is rolling so much information and I have to go through it, decipher it. I don't want to get on here and say any old thing without researching it first. Simply because somebody else online said it. Because I'm not trying to give you false information. I'm trying to take my time. Of course, by then it's a little old, but if I take my time and I research it that way, you know you're getting actual facts, not rumors about what's going around. As I said before, I had been sick. I'm thinking it was a sinus infection. I got over it within 3 to 4 days. If it was a COVID case, it was a very mild COVID case. And no, I have not been tested for COVID. I am fine. I don't feel the need for it. I may consider getting an antibodies test just to see if I've had it in the past, whether it was within the last 6 weeks or if I've ever had it, because you can catch it with no symptoms, being asymptomatic. And from what I understand, yes, it is true. The vaccinated can get it and spread it just like an unvaccinated person. I have done the research. I did have a doctor's appointment because I need to get my prescriptions refilled. Unfortunately, I do have congestive heart failure as well as high blood pressure, which actually, my blood pressure is just fine. I have not been on my blood pressure medication in almost 2 months because I had to go without it for 2 weeks waiting for a refill. By the time I got it, the first pill I took, I was lightheaded. I didn't feel like myself. So that was the only pill I took. I went to the doctor Wednesday. My blood pressure was 104/72, something like that, which was relatively normal. So did I tell my doctor that I haven't been on my medication in almost 2 months? Hell no, I didn't tell him that. Because the first thing that came out of his mouth, have you been vaccinated? No, I haven't. Have you been tested for COVID? No, I haven't. Well, I urge you, this is very dire. I'm a doctor. I've seen the Delta variant. It spreads so quickly. It is highly contagious. You will catch it. You will end up in a hospital. You will be on a ventilator. You may die. In the name of Jesus, when it's my time, I'll go, whether I catch COVID or not. Second of all, do not try to scare me into doing this. The government has been doing this for almost a year, trying to scare me into it. Now, if it is due to either a health condition that I'm not saying my congestive heart failure is not severe, but if it's something that's more severe than that, or if you're older and you take the vaccine, or you have to take it to keep your job because that's the only way to keep food in your family's mouths, I do not condemn anybody that takes it. Seriously, I do not. I have one of my best friends, her and her husband took it. I have no issues with that. And she has no issues with me not being vaccinated. We all have to wear a mask anyway. And you know what? That's another thing. I'm sorry. People are like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask. It's violating my rights and stuff like that. You are going into a privately owned business. If that owner says, hey, I'm recommending or I require you to wear a mask to come into my store, you have a choice. You can either not go into that store, or you can just do what do what the owner asks. That's like me giving away free books. If I need you to pay me in order to get my novel, It's a requirement. No, I'm not asking you to cover your face, but I'm asking you for money. Hell, I'd rather wear the mask than to give money. You get my point. Anyway, yeah, my doctor he's not making it mandatory. I do not have to see him until April. We'll see till then what happens before then. God willing, we're still here. If we're not, then I don't have to worry about it, do I? My other thing, especially with liberals, I'm sorry. If a woman has a right, supposedly, we're not talking a Christian. Well, maybe we are talking a Christian because we get confused sometimes. Because our human part gets intertwined with our spiritual part. And yes, we know God's law. And yes, 99% of the time, what he says go, it should be 100% of the time. But sometimes that 1% slips in. If a woman has a right to do what she wants with her body, and yes, I'm talking about abortion, why don't I have the right to do what I want regarding a vaccine or not? I already hear the arguments. I already hear the comments. Save them. Well, that's not disrupting somebody's life or putting somebody else's life in jeopardy. You killing somebody, isn't that putting somebody else's life in jeopardy? I'm just saying. Anyway, I came across while watching YouTube, because yes, I watch a lot of YouTube. I came across a channel, Mark Dice. Oh my God, I love this man. He has extremely interesting videos. One of them, the one that caught my eye most, he did a fake petition. Standing in California, he's based in California. I'm not sure exactly what part. I'm pretty sure it's Southern California, like Los Angeles, San Diego, somewhere around that way. Wait, is San Diego in South? You get my point. Anyway, he stood there with a clipboard with papers asking people that pass by to sign a petition to have the unvaccinated jailed. People, when I tell you 80% of the people that passed by signed it, is that what y'all really think of us? You want us jailed for not taking a vaccine? Really? It was hilarious. You have to watch it. I'm going to try to link it below in the description box so you can watch it yourself. But yeah, he's standing there with this clipboard with people asking them to print their name and their date of birth and to sign it. Most of them signed it. And he's the whole time is saying, yeah, we don't need to give the unvaccinated freedom to roam around and infect the rest of us. And we're going to give them 30 days to think about it. And if they, in 30 days they're not vaccinated, we're just going to put them in a FEMA camp or put them in prison and let them think about it then. And most of them are like, oh, I totally agree and stuff like that. There were a few on there that was like, dude, you're kidding, right? Hell no, I'm not signing that. Or this has to be a joke or something like that. They have the right to do whatever. But the majority, they're hilarious. Another video of his, Lord, I don't know what this world is coming to. 95% of people could not tell him why we celebrate the 4th of July. I know you've seen a couple videos like that before, right? He's like, so, he's on the same place. I don't know the same exact place, but he's on a beach. And he has the camera and, microphone. Hey, you're about to celebrate the 4th of July. Apparently this was a week before or something like that. And he's like, yeah, we always celebrate the 4th of July. Okay, so why does America celebrate the 4th of July? Well, we celebrate our independence. Okay. He asked, what year was the Declaration of Independence signed? What was the document that was signed? Who signed it? And something else. But he would mix it up because he asked somebody, yeah, since Karl Marx and Rush Limbaugh signed the Declaration of Independence. Do you remember what year that was? Stumped, did not know, did not understand, did not even know who Rush Limbaugh was. Rest in peace, because I love that man. But it was hilarious. You just have to check out his video. Now, let's get to the real news, okay? Yesterday, France passed the jab passport. Also, from what I understand, Quebec, Canada did also. I need to do further research on this, but there is a health insurance company that is requiring vaccination for coverage in order to still be covered under that health insurance. You have to be vaccinated, or they're gonna raise your premiums by 30% or more. Is it a major company? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. I saw that in I saw it online somewhere. It had to be YouTube, where someone that actually works for the company, but of course they didn't say the name. And I meant to Google it to figure it out, and I completely forgot, and I already started recording. I'm not cutting off the recording just to figure it out, but I will come back with that information, I promise. Also, the White House is considering withholding federal money from private businesses in order to encourage vaccinations. They're trying to mandate the jab for institutions such as long-term care facilities, cruise ships, universities, things like that. My question is, if they're first of all, if they're considering it, you know they're already in the works of doing it. Second of all, what else does this lead to? Because in my opinion, if you are willing to do that for private businesses, how long before you move it to the public in general? Like, we're going to, just like Obamacare kind of thing, where, oh, if you don't sign up for Obamacare and you don't have insurance through your company, then we're just going to tack on extra tax for you. You know, what if they do the same thing to us? What if they're pushing private businesses, how long before your food stamps are cut off due to not being vaccinated? How long before your Social Security check, your veterans benefits, your pensions, your whatever, anything that comes through the federal government, your Social Security, your disability payments, how long before they get to that? And then on top of that, you know what? Hopefully I say this right. Maranatha. Is that how you pronounce it? Come quickly, Lord Jesus. Because things are accelerating. Things are speeding up. Things that I thought, hey, we have a few years left. You know, we're good. You know, when God has his timing, he has his timing. Guess what? The way things are looking, God's timing is speeding up. The birth pangs are getting closer. Some people may disagree with me on that. You don't have to look in the fake news. Look in the real news, because the fake news isn't telling you the right things. Or they're saying, oh, look, this shiny object over here, while what's really going on is over here. Which is the reason why I'm on, which is why several others are on. I need you to pay attention, people, not to the fake news. Not even necessarily to me. Research for yourself. See what's really going on. Do I think the jab is the mark of the beast? No. No, it's not. Although people are willingly taking it, and some people are resisting, and they're making it harder for the people that resist it. But is it? I don't think it is. Do I think it's the prelude to it? Oh, without a doubt. Because depending on how this goes, something else is going to come up, which is going to require all that. And they're expecting the sheeple to follow in line. Are you a sheeple? Or are you a warrior? We have to do something. The time, like Pinball and Jason, Angry Prepper, and several others have said, the time for picket signs and protesting, that time is pretty much up, because they're not wasting any time doing what they want to do and acting out what they want to act out. Am I saying go to war? Does it need to turn violent yet? No, that's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying at all. This is not to scare you. This is not to be a fearmonger. This is to open your eyes. And yes, I know there are people that suffer from anxiety. I have a couple of friends that suffer from anxiety. This is not to get you all riled up and agitated and upset. Not at all. Because my friends know I love them. I love all human beings, let's be honest. Are there some assholes in the group? Yeah. But I love, or I've learned to love over the years, the human race in general. I don't care what color you are, where you come from, if you even speak my language. All I want you to do is open your eyes. That's all. Are my eyes fully opened? Not as open as they should be. I'm working on it. Obviously. I'm here, right? Just stay prayed up. Be vigilant. Keep prepping. Look out for each other. Be kind to each other. And be kind to yourself. Do not stress. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will worry about itself. Keep praying. Okay, people? You know I love you. And I will come back soon with more information, I promise. No more week-long going away, okay? All right, take care. Bye.